Typically that happens with shooters on the outside, but it's the pick and roll game that's nice with the lobs.
LeBron already with 9, 9, and 6. Jack in the Box. Halftime report starts right after this. Hello again, alongside Allie Clifton and Chiney Ogumake. I'm Chris McGee. Let's get you out to Staples Center. It's the Jack in the Box halftime report. Lakers look to bring their win streak to 8 as they host the defending champion Raptors. Siakam! Blocked by Anthony Davis and JaVale McGee. Lakers making a defensive statement early.
Yeah, especially with this length. I thought Pascal Siakam was crafty enough, but you can't take two men on.
JaVale McGee fights for the loose ball, and eventually, Allie, he's going to throw down the dunk. Lakers up 10-3.
What Bruz talked about in the pregame, the early impactful minutes by JaVale. Second effort there.
Later in the first, Quinn Cook drives, makes the left-handed layup off the top of the backboard, up 30-29 after one.
The bench is balling. Troy Daniels, Quinn Cook helping him out.
Second quarter, Kyle Kuzma misses the jump shot, but LeBron is there for the putback. Lakers up 46-39.
We talked about it. Bron sees it before everyone else. From almost three-point line there for the putback.
That's so Raven.
Avery Bradley, kids love that show. Avery Bradley had 9 in the first quarter, but right there doing a little facilitating the lob to Dwight. Lakers up 8. How about AD had the steal? Now he's going to get into the teeth, kick it back out to Quinn Cook. He's going to three-ball hoist. Got it.
Unselfish.
Up 11.
Beautiful basketball.
Lakers go to the break, 60-52. Layup. Troy Daniels has 3 3-pointers and 3 rebounds. He's leading the way with 11. LeBron, 9, 9, and 6. And AD, 9, 4, and 3. More to come on the Jack in the Box halftime report. LeBron and the Lakers have an edge in the paint. Already 32 points in the paint. 2 of them right here from the King. Lakers lead Toronto by 8.
Lakers back.
Chiney, we talked three-point shooting in the pregame show. Troy Daniels must have hurt us because layup is getting it done.
He definitely did. He was not my pick, but I'm just claiming him because he had 1 point. Played in Houston, that's where I'm from. So if you look at what he's been able to do, just providing that quick, instant buckets, it's been huge for them just because shooting has been a question. Last game, what were they? 8 for 32 from 3. Tonight, already 5 for 12. That's a big boost, especially when you're playing against a team that sort of makes their bread and butter on defending the three-point line and also just playing solid defense all around. I know they're not healthy, but Troy Daniels is the reason why I think the Lakers feel pretty confident and they can move the ball and, you know, really get that inside game going.
And I think from the Lakers standpoint, at that point in the game, they got a little stagnant offensively. They were having a lot of success at the rim, but they really needed that 3-ball to fall to open things up, and Troy was there to take care of it.
I got a fun stat for you. Laker bench winning this one 29-16. Daniels has 3 of the Lakers' 5 threes this half. They're making 41% from deep. That would be their best shooting game of the season. Lakers lead by 8. Jack in the Box halftime report rolls on after this.
May not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Lakers basketball is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Come try the new really big chicken sandwich combos starting at $3.99. Only at Jack in the Box.
Game stats, Lakers shooting 57%. They already have 18 assists, and they're getting it done in the paint with 32. What do you want to see in the second half?
I'm going to keep it simple. 2 things. A win, number 1, and 2, I'd like to see the starters resting in the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's cute.
Which means they got after it in the third.
That's cute. I want to see, don't rest him until he gets a triple-double. I want LeBron James to get a triple-double.
First possession.
First possession, all in one. I know we lost the streak of the triple-doubles. Let's start a new one right here, King.
I'd like to see the Laker three-point shooters continue to get it done. I'm hoping this is their best shooting game of the season. Let's look in at Staples Center. Big Game James, who will be back for the post-game show. There he is, doing what he does, doing the big game clap. He's hanging out with the troops. We appreciate their service as always. That does it for the Jack in the Box halftime report. It's back to Bill and Stu after the break. Enjoy the second half, everyone. We will see you in the post-game show after a Laker win.
I'm confident that every time I'm shooting, it's going to go in. I mean, and I'm probably the worst, in quotation, shooter out of all the guys that we're playing with. I mean, Quinn, AB, KCP, Troy, Danny, Kuz, like those guys are all bona fide shooters. Like that's their job and that's what they do. So yeah, there's no confidence waiver. We're shooting shots and they're going to go in eventually.
Oh, we know eventually the shots are going to fall. We're getting the looks we want, the good looks, especially when they're playing zone and moving the ball like that. Obviously, we're not going to get that every night. I was talking to some of the guys. I'm excited for when we do get a night where 2 or 3 guys are hot outside of those guys, or 3 or 4 guys are hot, or our team actually is clicking or hot. Then it'll be pretty fun and interesting. But you know, we won a couple games basically from our defense.
If your offense is behind your defense, then you're a really, really good team. And I'm okay with that right now in the early season, that the fact that we can hang our hats defensively and wait for the offense to pick up. But we got some great three-point shooters. They're getting great looks. We're all getting great looks. And we will have one of those games where we make 15, 20, and, it'll be a special night.
All right, Guido, remember last season when they couldn't hit free throws and kept saying, oh, what's going on? Well, unfortunately, they just didn't have very good free throw shooters. That's not the case this year. They're not hitting threes, but they have a lot of really good three-point shooters, so that's the reason for the optimism that they're going to be fine in that sense.
Yeah, appreciate that, Mike. Good work right there. And I guess I'll just pose this question to you guys. Are you surprised that the Lakers are this poor at the three-point shooting?
I am surprised,
I know it's early. Yeah.
just a little bit, but I'm not too surprised just because it's the start of the season. And if you look at their shooters, yeah, there's some changes. Obviously, last game, 4 for 7 from LeBron. You don't want him leading in threes. You want to surround him with shooting just so that they continue to get those dunks. But Danny Green, yeah, he needs to shoot the ball better. We saw that in preseason. He sort of was a little lackadaisical, but then he came out opening night. What did he erupt for, like 25, 27, right? Obviously, Kyle Kuzma himself, he's going to have a slower time getting going just because this is him getting his lungs open and getting his rhythm and tempo and just getting his confidence back. Y'all remember last year when LeBron was out, he felt like he was the best player on the floor. At least he attacked the offensive rim that way. If he can shoot threes, that's going to help them. So yes, their shooters are missing, but we don't think that this is a prolonged problem.
And Big Game James, on paper and by resume, they have shooters on this team. When you have LeBron and AD, you're going to continue to get opportunities. Eventually, they're going to knock these down, right?
I have no doubt. And, you know, when I hear someone say they're not concerned, I'm concerned about it. I'm not in panic mode yet. The pick and roll is so dominant. AD's getting such high percentage shots. The White, they get a lot of putbacks. But I think, you know, it's early in the season. I think, you know, Green, Daniels, Kuzma, even Caruso, they're going to have to be a threat from behind the arc if this offense is to sustain itself. So I'm a little bit concerned. I'm not panicked yet, but I would like to see a little bit more consistent each game. I mean, I don't want the pick and roll to be all of their offense. It's dominant right now, but they're going to have to hit that three as defenses start to take away some of their strong points.
Did you remember the phrase I made up last year? Patience over panic.
I do.
We should have made a lot of money on that. We did not.
You did not trademark it.
I did not.
We talked about
but
this.
Is that kind of a patience over panic?
Yeah, I'll be the panicker right now. Just because you guys seem very patient. But here's the deal. For years, we've been saying this team needs to improve its three-point touch. They finally get some good shooters during the offseason. Where are they? They're 28th right now. The previous 2 years, they were 29th. I expected a better improvement than that. Unfortunately, you know how much I love Kuz, but a lot of this is because of him. 3 of 23 behind the arc. We showed that graphic earlier where 3 of the last 4 games have been their worst three-point shooting games.
25%.
Who's been playing in those games? Kuz. You know, he's shooting 13% behind the arc. KCP, 25%. Caruso, 25%. Troy Daniels, 27%. Those numbers have to go up.
All right, how about this? The Lakers are one of the best in the league at defending the three-point shot. 30% they're allowing. Toronto, one of the best in the league at shooting three-pointers at 40%. How do you win this battle if you're the Lakers?
I think the Lakers win this battle with their whole defense, considering that they're leading the league in defensive efficiency. And when you have those guys in the paint, I know Serge Ibaka being out is going to hurt their defense, Toronto's, because he was the same type of Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, LeBron James, Dwight Howard type of force, pinning shots on the backboard. So, yeah. I think that the Lakers won't have too much of a problem with the threes, largely because Kyle Lowry is out. Pascal Siakam, even though he's shooting the ball as well as he has, I don't think that's what he looked to from the beginning. So, again, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem on the perimeter for them, largely because they're more healthy than the Raptors are right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think Miami came in here a really good three-pointer.
Number one.
You know, and number one, and they shot 17% because that defense was on lockdown. I think when AD can switch with a guard, I mean, you can take away a lot of three-point plays, and they aren't going for pump fakes. They're staying down. So that's it to me. They can switch anytime they want to. And, you know, and they have a really good defensive switching thing to take away the threes.
I mean, guys are going to hit shots, but the Lakers contest at that three-point line as well as I've seen.
Yeah, Avery Bradley, Caruso, great perimeter defense from those guys so far. Why would it change today? It's not going to. And you mentioned no Kyle Lowry. He's had a great start to this season. And actually, Ibaka, for being a near 7-footer, he's got a sneaky good three-point touch, too. Without those two guys, I think the Lakers will win this little defending the three battle tonight.
All right, we're getting closer to tip-off as we take a look at Kyle Kuzma getting warmed up. As Chene mentioned, Kuz has been off to a cold start since returning to the lineup, shooting just 13% from three. We'll see if he can get the hot hand tonight against the Raptors.